Good morning and welcome to the morning show. How are you?
So tired,
Andy. I knew this was going to happen last week.
I know.
When we talked about your plans, which we will get to them because there's a lot to recap.
But I'm here.
You are here.
And it's Monday. I've got on black because I'm channeling my inner spooky October.
That's right. It is Halloween. Let's take a look outside and see what it looks like.
It's kind of nasty.
It is. It's gloomy, and fall is officially here, Jennifer. A high of 52 today on this.
I had to break out the trench.
The trench coat?
I did.
Wow. I'm not wearing a coat today. I probably should. Thanks to Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More. Visit heatandcoolwithus.com.
Have you heard Tina's latest commercial?
Tina, she's going to win a Grammy.
I love her.
Yeah, Tina is going to win a Grammy. So busy weekend. What's new, right? Friday and Saturday were beautiful. Yesterday was kind of gloomy, a little nappy type day.
You know what? I almost texted you when I was leaving Chicago, which was a nightmare.
Oh my God.
But I'm like, are you napping? Because I will kill you.
The last thing I could have done yesterday is drive home from Chicago. It's like I would have hired a driver. So.
Did you watch the Lions?
I did. Let's talk Lions. Yeah, okay. It was awesome because everyone hates Dallas and they were killing Dallas. But then Hutch breaks his tibia and is going to be out 6 to 9 months.
So I was listening to it in the car,
okay.
So I didn't see it. Did you see it happen?
No.
And I know they're not showing the replay.
They did. They showed the replay on the way to break. I missed it. Did you watch it? I wouldn't watch it. But you could tell something was wrong right away. He got a sack on the play. It's just sucks.
Oh, man.
Just devastating.
Well, congratulations on the win and big, huge prayers for healing to Hutch.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole state, I mean, there was so many, what do I want to say, like tributes, like pray for Hutch.
Everyone loves Hutch.
Pray for Hutch. It was like there was some, it is a tragedy, but like it was like there was.
Right. It's injuries do happen in sports.
Yeah, injuries happen. It's just part of the occupational risk. And poor Tigers. We were listening to them walking through the streets of Chicago.
That's right. I forgot to tell you, on Thursday night, me and a few of the boys from work went to the game.
I did hear that because I texted your mom something. She said the boys were at a game. How was it?
It was fun. We had a lot of time.
That was a good looking
group. A lot
group.
of fun. We had a good time.
Did anybody ask you for your autograph?
Because I had a jersey on?
No, because you're a celebrity. Because you're a Hallmark star.
I stood really close to David Rice the whole time, and people just came up to him, not me.
Probably.
No, we had
Austin looking at?
Austin? I don't know what he was. Who knows what he was looking at?
Yeah, that's true. What is it, Austin?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I tell you what, though, there was for sure like an online date next to us.
Oh, serious?
Oh yeah, or maybe it was their second or third date.
Like
I wanted to bash their heads together.
Like
they were
it was
so dumb.
Sweet or like it was awkward?
It was awkward. I should have Austin come down and just describe it. And then there was this other couple. And they were just trashy, just drinking too much and like making out.
I was gonna say, was there any making out?
Yeah, and Austin and I are standing literally right next to them while they're making out. It was awful.
Gross.
So he was ready to throw a punch. He was very upset. So, but it was fun. Tigers, of course.
Austin, you've never gotten drunk and made out at a sporting event?
Hell, not at Game 4.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, not at Game 4, for sure. All right, let's get to it. We have got some photos to look at, and there was before I saw this picture and after I saw this picture of you.
Oh, the Big Brothers, Big Sisters.
Yeah, let's take a look at the photos.
Their big event, their big dinner, and the theme was Halloween night. Tony did such a beautiful job.
Great.
Raised so much money for such a great cause. He's just an inspiring guy. It was so much fun. Your dad was there, he emceed, did a great job. He captured everything. We may have, vignetted that picture. Mm-hmm. He's so much fun.
Ooh, caramel apples.
Yes, candied apples. Yes, that was very spooky. Everybody showed up big in great spirits. So
look at all those costumes. What did the brokerage house do?
We were the Addams family. Da-da-da-da.
What a commitment. Oh my God.
I know, how cool is
Brandon,
that?
I've been telling you about this, haven't I? I've been telling him about this all morning.
Okay, so Skylar on my far left is like the most beautiful supermodel on the planet. We made her wear a fat suit and a wig. She was Pugsley. Lily, who literally is stunning, was the perfect Lurch. Everybody just showed up big.
Good. I wish we had a close-up picture of you because I don't think Brandon. Oh my God!
You like that, Brandon?
I was looking for you in the picture.
Oh yeah, that was me. mean,
I think when you sent me this, I told you I'd have to get back to you on it.
You did. You said you needed a minute.
I said, let me get back to you on this.
But the worst part of this is I should have taken my nail polish off. I was totally out of character. But yes, I was Gomez. So we thought we would do something a little unexpected.
Did you keep that stogie in your mouth most of the night?
I did. There's a story there, but
yeah.
When I first put it in my mouth, you know how you have to like dampen it. Well, I had the wrong end because they were both. It had been a minute since I'd had a cigar.
I bet.
Well, I had to like spit out.
So it was a real cigar.
It was a real cigar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had some of the leaves in your mouth.
Yes, it was awkward. But everybody did such a great job, and the Brokerage House won Best Group Costume.
Of course you did. Now that costume was so good, I want to know if you're going to use it again.
I mean, I put it all in a bag that we'll save for another time.
Very good.
It was amazing, though, because, I love people, and I'm incredibly social.
Yes.
But my social battery's been a little drained of recent. And just, like, I went to the bathroom, and not one person spoke to me.
It's very nice.
Some people even looked at me kind of like,
ooh, who are you?
You are not a handsome man.
Did people not recognize you?
Nobody did.
Yeah, of course.
Your dad didn't.
Yeah, of course not. I mean... Yeah, where's your blonde hair?
No, nobody did. Wig. It was kind of amazing.
We had some other stuff going on this weekend. Let's look at some photos from Jackson College. They had a Starry Night performance. This is kind of cool.
What is that I'm looking at?
I'm going to tell you in a second. I lost my little paper. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so it was opportunity to share their state-of-the-art facilities and innovation, all being provided to students to elevate the future of Jackson County's workforce. They saw the STEAM Factory and Robotics program.
What is going on with that?
That is trauma.
Wounded, trauma. Now I'm traumatized.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't be traumatized. Yeah, that's just yeah. You have to do these simulations,
Look who is there.
The Hoopers. Interestingly enough, I was with Joe Hooper Friday night. We went out to the Arbor Manor Fall Festival.
Oh, how was that?
It was very nice.
Ooh, those look delicious.
The future is here at Jackson College. More photos online right now. Very cool.
What happened with local football this weekend?
Local football, we had Chelsea and Jackson High live on our airwaves, and it was a close game to start. Brandon was down there, and then it just wasn't close. Toward the end of the first quarter, it started to go the other direction, Chelsea won 35-zip, unfortunately.
You know what? Minor setback.
Just a minor setback.
Rally, come back.
Western beat Northwest, and that was a closer game than people thought, 43-31.
Oh, wow.
And there is Springport and Union City. We have photos and highlights on our website from all of these games, and there was the Lumen Christi St. Francis game.
Again, I felt so bad for St. Francis that they drove all the way here to get their butt kicked.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Their JV won.
Their JV won
JV, which
7-0.
So I missed the event of all events. Speaking of great costumes, the Mrs. Roper romp.
Did you know I didn't know who Mrs. Roper was until last week?
That's because you're too young.
I am.
Mrs. Roper is an icon.
Yeah, so Mrs. Roper romp, Saturday, downtown Jackson. And so Three's Company, right?
Yes.
The landlords, Stanley and Helen Roper. And you had a crush on Stanley.
No, I had a crush on Jack.
Was that one of the main
characters?
Jack
Tripper. Was it one of the main characters?
Jack Tripper.
Have you never seen Three's Company?
I am significantly younger than you.
John Ritter.
Yeah, I know
Jack
John
Tripper.
Ritter. John Ritter from the movies?
Okay,
the pictures?
Let's just move on.
John Ritter from the pictures.
Let's move on.
Okay. Anyways, Mrs. Roper was romping downtown, and there were a lot of ladies.
And you know what? This group got together and said, hey, we're going to do this beer crawl, and we're going to raise some money, and we're going to give it to a local charity. And not that it was necessarily affiliated with, but then they did give the money to the Aware Shelter.
Did they really?
Yes.
That's so
Isn't
cool.
it amazing?
Very, 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 very cool.
Well, thank you, Ropers. You guys looked amazing, and I want a bigger heads up next time so I can make it.
Yeah, you're into the costumes for sure. You went to Chicago too this weekend somehow. If your little dress up on Friday night wasn't enough,
left at 5:30
Saturday morning off to the Chicago area.
We had 10 o'clock appointments in Chicago, 10 a.m. So we left at like 5:30 in the morning. I had to drop Katie off for volleyball, and off we went. So if you guys get a chance to go to Pizza Portofino on the river in Chicago, it was amazing.
Yeah.
But this was our view. And
Beautiful.
they did a big deal for Claire's birthday. It was wonderful. And Travis and Lakeisha, my brother and his wife, and my dearest friend, Christy O'Neill, and Natalie, who is like just an extension of our family.
Yeah.
So the girls all said, well, do you have like Shirley Temples? And they're like, oh, do you want a purse?
A fishbowl.
And I know that's why I said it's like the land shark.
Yes.
But I was like, what do you mean a purse? And they're like, oh, let us take care of it. It's going to be so much fun. They came out and I'm like, this looks like a little too much practice
Yeah,
for college.
that's, uh-oh.
But the girls loved it. We had a fantastic meal. This is our friend Lily, who lives in Chicago. Her and her dad came out and joined us, and we had such a wonderful time. But guess who was at dinner with us?
A celebrity.
There was a celebrity.
Who was it?
Hold on to that picture for just a second.
go back.
That's not Pizza Portofino.
Yeah, get
That's
that
a
thing out of
local
here.
deliciousness.
Yes.
I know you're going to be like, I don't know who Mrs. Roper is. I don't know who Sabrina Carpenter.
No, I do know now. Sabrina Carpenter.
Please,
Pop star.
please. Yeah.
Did you go up to her?
No, so there was this private room, and we saw that there was a party. I mean, this was like the place to be.
Yeah,
you couldn't even walk in this
right.
place, right? And we're the only ones with kids.
Right.
We're hot. And anyway, we kind of knew there was something big going on,
Yeah.
and there was such a buzz in town. And the maitre d' comes over and says, "You guys are not going to believe who's in that back room. I'm only going to tell you guys, but it's because they were the only kids that
That's
cared."
crazy.
Christina, or not Christina. Sabrina Carpenter.
That's so cool.
Is there? The girls went nuts. They went back there, and in that short period of time, she had already left.
Oh,
It was a bummer.
amazing.
And we had fantastic food, great experience. But I had I had my favorite salad here in Jackson.
Really?
Yes, and I need to tell the world about it. This is at Bellanote
This salad?
Restaurante. It is the Michigan Bounty salad.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It is fantastic. It has like fried sweet potato, or not fried, like roasted sweet potato on it, cranberries, spinach, goat cheese, this amazing grilled chicken, and then this like champagne vinaigrette. I'm telling you guys, do not walk, run to Bellanote and get this salad today. And
interesting.
tell Jeff I sent you. It's
Interesting.
so good.
Jeff Veach, Michigan alumni. Right now, you can subscribe to Your School Sporting News on jtv.tv. You just go on our website, pick your school. Jennifer, you would pick Brooklyn, Columbia Central, and Lumen Christi.
Yes.
And
Yeah, you
then
can pick multiple.
you can
Do you
pick-
hear that, grandparents?
That's right. Brandon, I pick Vandercook Lake and Jackson High, because you know I got to stay up to date. So check it out. No, I get all the schools news.
Yeah.
Every single one.
I watch everything that goes on in the community
Yes,
on
I love that.
jtv.tv. Brandon was busy with birthdays this weekend.
my God.
I was busy. You were busy this weekend? Somebody had a big one.
Yeah, my nephew had a giant birthday. This was a fantastic birthday party. 3 years old.
He can't be 3. He has to be like 3 months.
3 years old. Look at the haircut he got.
Nice.
He had a big old giant haircut. Looks good. And he is into anything related to construction, so
Okay.
trucks.
Bulldozers.
I think like he said the word skid steer no less than 500 times yesterday. But he got a couple skid steers.
Sweet.
And a wrecking ball and like 4 construction sites.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Well, happy birthday
was
week
fun.
and looking good with that haircut.
It was good. It was a great time. We had a wonderful time.
It looks really good. My goddaughter Peyton, I should have sent a picture. She turns 18 tomorrow.
18.
So if you know Peyton Petito, she is going to die that I am saying this on
Gosh,
JTV.
we should take her to the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort.
We totally should do
Let's
that.
go. $20, you get to play in a slot machine.
Yes.
I wonder if now is it illegal for high school athletes to go to the casino during the year?
I bet there's like a part of the code
I'm
of
sure there's a
conduct
code of
that's
conduct.
like, let's not go to
yeah,
the
you're
casino.
not. I don't think you're allowed to be anywhere.
Unless you're with your Gigi. If you're with your Gigi, you can go.
And I think you can still smoke cigarettes in there. I don't think it's a place to
No,
be.
you can't.
Really?
I was just there. It still smells like smoke. And if you step outside the doors of the casino,
A lot of
it's
smoke.
like a billow of smoke. But anyway, happy 18th birthday. Have you mentioned D. Rice.
I did mention D. Rice.
Literally were people like, are you David Rice?
Well,
on
he had,
the David Rice podcast?
he had his cool outfit on, so people didn't recognize him
No.
as much. No, he had a backwards hat.
Well, everybody needs to check out his
He's yelling
podcast.
at me. Yeah, check out the David Rice podcast. That will be filmed today, airing new tonight. And at some point this week, he is going to have Pat O'Dowd, Dan Gallagher, and Maxwell Fritz. in the studio, so that's next week. I'm excited because today you and I are taping a new Monday Mornings podcast.
Yes.
And who is our guest?
Emily Moorhead. She is our first female guest.
Big time. She is the
on Monday mornings.
president of Henry Ford Jackson Hospital in Central Market, and we're looking forward to having her on the podcast, and that will be released next Monday, the 21st. We'd like to thank Vermeulen's Home Furnishings for helping us bring you today's show. They're in their third generation, being family owned and operated.
You know, it's fall, but it's still orange cone season.
It is.
We've got quite a bit of traffic items going on, Andy.
I was, you and I have been talking about the Horton and Weather Wax. I'm not really sure what's going on, if they're getting ready to maybe do something or just testing it.
I think it's just there because of the construction.
You're probably
of the bank.
right. I know.
Yeah.
I think I'm like envisioning that there's going to be this big,
Yeah.
there's this big change. But when I drive by the West Avenue Chick-fil-A site, I'm starting to see it, and I'm having a hard time seeing it.
Yeah.
Right, because you're going to have. Will that Burger King and Chick-fil-A go out of the same exit? Because you're going to have
It'll be wider.
Right.
Is what I'm envisioning.
And then that light will have to be redone.
Yes.
I think.
Yes. But, Chick-fil-A is like that in so many locations.
Sure.
They share driveways, and it's the worst business in the world to share a driveway
Right.
with. Although hopefully for Burger King, people will be like, God, this
honestly-
is taking so long.
that's-
You know what? I'm going to go next door and get a burger.
That's what I've been saying. I honestly think that's going to happen. You do this every year. You hit a deer recently. I didn't know if you wanted me to tell people about that.
I cannot believe that you just brought that up.
I'm sorry. Well, I saw you in a...
It's like post-traumatic stress syndrome bringing it
I'm
up.
sorry. We'll move on. Ask me about my physical.
How was you had a physical?
Why is that funny?
Is that why you stopped drinking Diet Coke 3 weeks ago?
No, but it is funny. No, I have gained, 9 pounds since July.
Oh, you have not.
Yes, I have. That's what
Andrew.
they told me.
Did you have a physical in July?
No, I just went for something else.
Oh.
But I said, listen, here's the deal. I said, I stopped.
I'm eating my emotions.
I said I stopped drinking Diet Coke 3 weeks ago, and I think I've had a little bit of a weight gain since then. And they said, that's ridiculous. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Then they put you on the scales and they're like, what's up, fatty?
They said, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So, no, that doesn't correlate with my Diet Coke. No. But at this point, I will be fasting for the rest of the week.
Well, you must have needed it because you don't look.
Okay, well, thank you. Yeah, that's the
Thick.
thank you. That's the nice thing to say. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I
Good.
appreciate
I'm glad
that.
you got a little meat on your bones.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, you asked me the dumbest would you rather.
I know, I do. Would you rather eat for the rest of your life cat food or dog food?
Well, dog food.
Same, because I don't like cats.
I hate cats and I
Right.
can't even smell
Yeah.
cat
Yeah,
food.
Same.
So I'll just chomp on some dog food.
Some kibbles.
Yes.
Our show today brought to you by Jackson Catholic Schools. You can enroll now or schedule a tour by visiting jacksonCatholicSchools.org. I'd also like to thank Tri-County Water, my Diet Coke replacement company.
Yes.
Tri-County Water. Thanks to Dan and Lindsay Watts. We've got a lot going on. Should we get to it?
Let's do it.
All right. We've got guests from the prison. We have with us Noah Nagy and Scott Dixon, and they'll join us right after this break.